This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of July 5th, 2021. The week begins with a lot of fallout from the weekend's massive T-square with Mars activating the Saturn-Uranus square. Mars, action, anger, just a trigger, staring down authority, power, obligations, responsibilities, and setting change in motion, unlocking locks, triggering quick, unexpected action with the square to Uranus, Uranus taking the brunt of it all. We'll be dealing with that this week. The personal ramifications of it, the personal possibilities for liberation start the week with the Sun in an opportunity aspect to Uranus. And throughout the week, we're going to be applying our hearts, our desires, our relationships, our creativity, maybe even our money to whatever has been going on with this square. Venus, the ruler of all those yummy things I mentioned, is locking into the Saturn-Uranus square. She's on the heels of Mars. They're both in the sign of Leo, very self-focused, self-expressive, dramatic, flamboyant, could be generous. Venus is opposing Saturn on the 6th, squaring Uranus on the 8th. So change is now spreading, a new way of being is now spreading into all kinds of other areas of our lives. We're tweaking ourselves, we're changing ourselves, something is changing our identity, freeing us up, and then the rest of the system is moving around to adapt. There could be a sense of unreality as this is playing out because Mercury is making yet another square to Neptune, the cosmic fog machine. This is exact on the 6th. So there could be gaslighting, viewing things in the best possible light, feeling unhinged from reality, unmoored in some way, maybe romanticizing. Maybe our sunglasses are taking on a rosy tint. But I have often found, and I've increasingly found, that hard aspects between Mercury and Neptune can puff so much cloudiness and fogginess up that it actually forces a clearing. So there's a demand here to view things in a loving and compassionate way. And as our hearts are working with the new paradigm of the Saturn-Uranus square, perhaps we see the bigger picture in some way. And likely certain friendships, certain relationships will fall by the wayside. You'll see where your values perhaps don't line up with people who you thought were going to be with you for the long haul. There is a lot of that going on. So reshuffling the deck quite a bit this week and adjusting. My July forecast does warn that adjustment is the ongoing task of the month. A big adjustment in how we think about things, an adjustment that is precipitated by revelations involving deep secrets, huge, deep power plays, big, candid conversations. Not entirely comfortable, but leading to self-expressive action. The new moon on the 10th is in the most tender of places. Cancer, the moon is in her home, refreshing our notions of nurturing and safety and family and tribalism. This brings an emotional content to all the inner child acting out that's going on. And acting out does not have to be irresponsible or excessive or childish. Could just be childlike. The immediate aftermath of the new moon is our communication mode sliding into the waters of Cancer. Mercury moving into Cancer on the 11th for an extremely short stay, about 3 weeks. Sensitivity, tenderness, personalizing, maybe even a little bit of crabbiness, taking over our information channels, our information flow, our information processing. The storyline then is the week begins with revelations, with changes, with epiphanies, with disruptions, and ends with crawling into a safe place and being kind of quiet and emotive. Homing thought of the week, priorities. Song of the week, a choral setting of Robert Frost's poem, The Road Less Traveled, by the composer Randall Thompson. You can find lots of versions of this all over the web. And the image of the week is amniotic fluid. You'll find more about all of this in my forecast for the month of July, which is up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. Listen to my radio show, Celestial Compass, on Om Times Radio at 5 p.m. Eastern on the 1st and 3rd Monday of the month. And yes, Monday the 5th, there's a new episode, and it's about the moon. I host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the group the Astro-Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who are supporting my work there. I post on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel. Talk to you next week.